Let's jump right into it. FSU had their elite camp this past weekend, and there was a lot of big names, man. It was a plethora of 4 stars, 5 stars, a lot of 3 stars. I'm not going to get through the entire list, man. It was just too many kids to name, to be honest with you. I'm gonna give you guys some headliners of certain names, and then go from there. Luke Cromahawk, 4-star quarterback commit. Cam Davis, running back commit. JoJo Trader, 5-star receiver from Chaminade. Cameron Coleman, 5-star receiver from Alabama. Landon Thomas, BJ Gibson, Makai Dansley, jumping to some 2000, and Zaquan Patterson from Chaminade as well. Those are some of the highlight guys from the 2024 class. Jumping to a couple names for the 2025 class, we have quarterback commit Tramel Jones, a 4-star running back out of Alabama. Alvin Henderson, 5-star receiver and teammate of Tramel Jones and Jamie French. It was a plethora. It was 3 5-star UGA commits from the 2023 class. 5-star linebacker Jaden Perlette, 5-star tight end Elias Williams, and offensive lineman Makai DeBose. The number 1 player in the country for the 2025 class, offensive tackle David Sanders out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He was on campus as well. Chris Elwell, the 4-star cornerback commit from Chaminade. Let's talk about the quarterbacks real quick. Luke Cromahawk and Tramel Jones. Man, Luke in particular, man, Luke is special. Like I really think Luke Cromahawk's gonna be that damn guy, man. Like him and Tramel Jones, they were talking a lot. That's another kid that's really good, man. Has a live on. He's going to be a big time prospect. I think this upcoming season for Mandarin, he's going to put up a lot of some big time numbers. They bring back a lot of production. Them guys going to actually compete for a state championship this year, in my opinion. BJ Gibson, the 4-star receiver commit. Man, I like this kid a lot. His film was really nice out of Georgia. Love this film. Two-way player, plays baseball as well. So pretty much everything I saw on film with him, it kind of translated to the elite camp. He got to talk about the running backs. Cam looked really good, really well in drills, real explosive, compact, nice feet work. What surprised me also is he won a lot of one-on-ones as a receiver. So he was made a lot of big plays down the field as a receiver in one-on-ones, caught the ball pretty fluid. So I think Kim is going to be a big-time playmaker, man, for FSU. He pretty much checks all the boxes. Makai Dansley, he was on campus as well. Another guy that's real fluid, running routes, and also as a running back. I think the combination of those two could be really interesting. But yeah, he also what's crazy about that, Makai, he had a track meet earlier in the day where he ran like a 21.5. Then he came over to the camp, 21.5 and the 200. Then he came over to camp and performed as well. So those two guys look really well. Alvin Henderson, the 4-star 2025 running back from Alabama. Another guy looked real fluid, real nice feet, explosive. I mean, this guy has been killing in Alabama with over 2,000 yards, rushing yards last year. Just so far in his young career, he's been breaking all kind of records for his high school. So that's another guy that's really explosive and a really big-time player out of Alabama. That's all I got from the performances. Daquan Patterson also, he looked pretty well and fluid as a safety, making a lot of pass breakups.
Zaquan.
Yeah, Zaquan Patterson, my guy from the Nod, man. So let's jump into some of these visits, right? We'll start with 5-star receiver Cameron Coleman. And he made an interesting statement that kind of caught my attention in regards to visiting. He's not going to be anywhere right now. Another visit or an official visit to anywhere. I chose to be here because of where they stand on my list. So that was interesting. He said something special going on in Tallahassee. I say they most definitely will get an official visit from us, or from him rather, in the fall. He has FSU pretty high on his list, and Cameron Coleman. All right, JoJo Trader, guy we've been talking about a lot. He's been on campus. He had another great talk with Mike. So he didn't talk about football at all. Didn't participate in the camp because he's nursing an injury that he suffered during the season. We say he learned a lot from his watching. Learned a lot of drills from Ron Dugan. Said he's going to take over to Chaminade this upcoming season. Coach Guy, who was our receiver assistant, those two are very close, not really close. Coach Guy was a former coach at Pace High School in Miami, which was JoJo's former school. I'm saying FSU is definitely firmly in his top 3 and will take an official visit this December. So, yeah, I think JoJo's going to go the distance. We'll see how the season plays out. I'm pretty sure he's going to take an unofficial visit to Tallahassee again for the Miami game to, see us do what we do in person.
Yeah, make sure his mama know you there.
Yeah, man. We got some more mamas up. I'm about to talk about another mama next, man. So
We had
Oh
all the mamas on
shit!
campus
I
this
know Miami
weekend.
might
I
be a
get
little
into this
pissed right now,
DCF
man.
talk.
Yeah, man. Them boys gonna be
We
calling
had
us.
nothing but moms this weekend. Moms this and moms that. Some dads too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the daddies for showing up, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well,
Change the
this
narrative,
gonna be
man.
this mom here was with the kids, so she knew where this kid was at, right?
Nah, JoJo, yeah. JoJo is y'all a real threat.
Is out. So he's gonna take that official visit for the Miami game, and like you said, it's FSU, Miami, Ohio State, Michigan, and Auburn. Out of that list, I'd probably say Miami is probably the biggest threat. I'm not really sure about Ohio State, but just off the list, I'd say Miami. But again, though, I think that the season's gonna take care of a lot of that stuff.
That's right.
Already.
Goddamn real it is. We doing tailgate again this year?
Oh,
For that
absolutely.
one? For
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
Got to
Okay.
for that one now.
Okay, just
absolutely.
make it show. Yeah,
Um,
I love Tallahassee, man. Me and Tallahassee got a lot of history, man. A lot of
Keep
good
them
times
guys
out
going.
there.
Last one in regards to this weekend, and we're gonna wrap it up from my point of view, and then kind of jump into next. Let you guys do your thing. 5-star Georgia tight end commit Elias Williams, excuse me. He's been on campus a lot this spring. Committed to Georgia, which is kind of a surprise. I'm not gonna say a surprise. He did name FSU as his leader prior to committing to Georgia, but it hasn't slowed down him. The recruitment from FSU's point of view, him stopping by on campus. He said Florida State is right there with Georgia almost. It's like my second home almost. Um, so
He's currently committed.
yeah, currently committed to Georgia. Five
Man, they
star tight
got
end.
three. They got three tight ends committed right
Yeah,
now.
we got a lot of tight ends committed.
Yeah,
A lot of cats on campus. They do a good job of that. So, but that's what Georgia been doing that for the longest, man. So I don't think that really it may affect some of these kids, but at the same time, Georgia do have they can sell it, right?
hmm
They
it's a
off two.
process
They
as you
off
go.
back to back, bro, and looking for a three-peat, bro. They hot right
yeah,
now. They can
ain't
sell a
much you
lot
can
of
tell them
shit.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah. They.
and
I don't even think they gotta spend the bread like they used to spend, man. When you
for what
winning, you ain't gotta drop bags like you used to.
they see the vision, man.
For
You
sure.
get first round draft picks and you win the national championships, compete for SEC championships. I mean, what else? You
Hell,
go get
down
your
there,
money, but I mean that's the biggest presentation right there. These first round draft picks and the production we're doing on the field.
shit crazy right now, man.
Yeah,
Boy's got a real machine going. I
yes,
never thought I'd see the day.
it's similar to what Bama did, in my opinion. It's similar to what
Yeah,
Bama did at that point in time.
absolutely.
And also 5-star Georgia commit Jaden Perlot, linebacker. He's been on campus multiple times as well. I think this kid, he's 2025. I'm pretty sure once his time come within the cycle, I think FSU has a good shot at flipping this kid for sure. He's been on campus like 4 or 5 times this spring while being committed. Says multiple times that if he was to open up the things, FSU would be the team. So it's a long process for him, but I do think FSU has a good shot flipping him down the line at some point. And that's all I got as far as the elite weekend. It was a it was a lot of shit going on, to be honest, man. A lot of shit, man.
Look
So
at Mike, man. They said it couldn't be done. But look at Mike, man.
put them
Mike,
together, man.
Mike
All you
trying
gotta
to
do
do
is
his
believe,
thing
right?
now. I ain't mad at him, man.